Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today, we're going to talk about avoiding that stall. First, there's a couple things I want to get into very, very briefly. I'm going to try and keep this really short today. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. How about you help me out and consider subscribing? If not, that's okay. Just hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, even if it's, "Hi Bob, how you doing today?" Any comment helps the channel out. Thank you very much. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here as well. I don't say thank you often enough to you guys that keep coming back and watching my content. It just means everything to me. Thank you very much. Again, hit the like. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Say, "Hi, Bob." That actually helps things out. It helps spread the word. And that's really what this channel is all about. Spreading the word so that everybody knows we have options for our health. It's never too late to change your life. That's the main message of this channel. Now, a couple of things before I get into the stalls. There were a couple of good videos that came out, one this morning, one last night. This morning, Dave over at Carb Life put out a video, and I suggest you go watch it. Shall we say he's reviewing the video of a dietitian who is looking at a Fruit and Honey Boy video. The main thing I wanted to point out here is why I think Fruit and Honey Guy is so dangerous to this community, because she ended up agreeing with him about 80% of what he was doing, because he eats lots of fruit and honey, and she thought pouring, 300 to 400 grams of carbs down his neck every day was a good idea. And if you're highly active, he surfs 3 hours a day, then you might be able to get away with that for a while. But considering I don't want to use the word normal, but the average person that's looking at diet, nutrition, health, and wellness videos on YouTube, they're searching for that stuff because they've probably already got some problems. And they're not going to do well on this diet. And the reason he is so dangerous to this community is that he's misinforming people on how to go about correcting their health, because fruit and honey is pure sugar. I do want to make one quick comment. Dave made a very funny comment. He could never see the point of eating fruit, because you get your hands all messy just to get that load of fructose in your system, when you can go down to the corner store and buy a well-wrapped candy bar and get the same amount of fructose. I thought that was really, really funny. The other video that came out, the one that came out last night, and I highly suggest you go take a look at this one. I'm going to put the link to the study down in the description of this video so you can find it there as well. But Dr. Berry was reviewing a study, an actual, real, randomized controlled trial in humans, comparing a low-carb ketogenic diet to the DASH diet. Now, those of you who know what the DASH diet is, it basically was designed by the Heart Association to help lower blood pressure. And I'm not going to go into all of the things that it helps here, because you can go watch Dr. Berry's video, which I will link down in the description of this video. I'll link both videos I referenced down in the description of this so that you can find them easier. But remember, the DASH diet was designed to help lower blood pressure for people that had high blood pressure. And this is a report from the Annals of Family Medicine, so it's a pretty well-respected journal. The primary things is that a low-carb ketogenic diet in this study, I believe it was 4 months long, but you can go read the study for yourself. The low-carb ketogenic diet lowered blood pressure basically twice as much as the DASH diet did in that amount of time. while reducing blood pressure medicines. The ketogenic diet, people were able to get off 40% of their blood pressure medicine in 4 months, where on the DASH diet, it was 8%. So 4 times as much. But as for all the rest of that, you can go watch Dr. Berry's video and read the study for yourself. It looks like I'm having a little bit of lag in my speech, but we're just going to have to roll with it because this is what I can record today. I was over at the swimming pool this morning and doing some other stuff. I got some yard work to do here real soon, so I'm not taking a walk today. But yeah, let's talk about avoiding that stall. And this comes back to why I'm doing a no-scale May. The only place that we actually stall in our journey, whether it be carnivore, keto, low carb, whatever style of this diet we're doing, we stall because we step on the scale and it hasn't moved. And it hasn't moved for some people for months at a time. That does happen. The reason I'm doing no scale May is not because I think scaling is evil and it's bad for you. If it's a tool that you enjoy using, as long as you understand that there are going to be sometimes weeks and months at a time where that scale doesn't actually move, then I think it's perfectly okay to use the scale as a gauge. But I'm doing a no scale May because I need you to understand that that's not the only place that you see improvement. To avoid the stall, it all comes back to what I say at the end of all of my videos: be 1% better today. And that's not necessarily talking about just your diet or just your exercise, but everything you do in life. From, of course, diet and exercise, but maybe you like to do knitting or crocheting projects, or maybe you like to go out and take photographs or work on puzzles. So, regardless of whatever it is you are doing, find something that you can do 1% more of today than you did yesterday. And for me, 1% more was baking. I baked that bread. That was actually a couple of days ago now, but the video just came out yesterday. And I had never really baked anything before. Well, back when I wasn't low carb, I made some dump cakes, which are really good, by the way. If you're still eating all that garbage, a dump cake is a really good way to get lots of bad stuff into your system in a hurry. But whatever it is you're doing, try to do 1% better. And it doesn't have to be on diet and exercise. It can be, do 1% more push-ups today than you did yesterday, or walk 1% farther, or walk 1% more in the pool. Whatever it is you're doing, just do 1% more. And as long as you have that sense of accomplishment that you've done something more for yourself today than you did yesterday, then I say you will never stall. The only place you will stall is on the scale, which is why I think knowing that you can do without the scale for a month at a time is a pretty important thing. Do I think scaling is evil? No. For some people, it's a very valuable tool. But for other people, their entire being is locked in on that scale. And if they don't see at least a 0.1 pound drop on that scale, they can feel defeated and they can feel like they were a failure the day before. And that's just not the case. You will have these weight loss or fat loss stalls as your body catches up to itself and you heal something else. There are many, many reasons why your actual gravity exerted on the scale might stall, including the fact that, I forget who I was watching. I believe it was, there was a video came out last night with Dr. Chafee. was talking to another doctor who was looking at visceral fat and biomarkers. And he put some before and after pictures up, and he said, I'm a doctor. I don't have time to exercise. This is not exercising. This is just the muscle growth I've gotten from eating a carnivore diet. So I suggest, I'll see if I can find that and link that down in the description as well. I highly suggest you go watch that. 3 very good videos that have come out in the last 24 hours. Outstanding stuff. But yeah, just don't get so locked in on the scale that is your entire sense of worth or sense of progress, because that's just not the case. And that's why I'm doing a no scale May still, because you need to know that you can get along without that scale. I do have a members only Zoom call tomorrow, Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central. Don't forget to get in on that if you want to. There's just a small membership fee to join the channel and get in on that call. But if that's not your thing, that's okay. The best way you can support this channel is by watching all my videos all the way through. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment down below. That's the best way to support any of your favorite YouTube content creators, because watching all the way to the end helps their algorithm within the YouTube system. It makes YouTube look at their videos better. Leaving a comment, showing that interaction helps a lot. So even if it's not me you're leaving comments for, whoever your favorite YouTuber is, go ahead and leave a comment down below their video. It will help them out a lot. So that's what I've got for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.